Hey guys.
Hey guys!
What's up?
So sorry we missed last week's episode.
Yeah,
Guys, it's been crazy over here.
Yeah.
Crusty girls. Crusty.
Yeah, so I was sick
Mm-hmm.
for about a week.
Very sick.
Actually, I was sick for 2 weeks because I had my sinus infection and whatever I got.
This bitch gets sinus infections like a fucking job. It's her. There she goes. But I've seen all over TikTok that everyone is fucking sick. Yeah. Everyone on planet Earth.
Yeah, I had a sinus infection like 2 weeks ago, but this past week I was actually sick with whatever was going around.
Yeah. I got the stomach flu or something weird, but it only lasted about maybe 24 hours.
Yeah.
But that one night that it really hit me, I thought I was done. I thought this is it for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I was just sick, coughing. I'm still coughing. Like, that's the only thing that's left is my coughing. And it's really, really bad at night.
So please just ignore her coughing.
Yeah,
okay?
Sorry,
but she can't do anything about it. She can't do anything
can't.
about it, okay? She's gotta cough it out.
But other than that, before everything, we went to see Christmas lights.
Oh, that was nice.
That was fun. That was fun. What else did we do, sis?
We went to the mall. We spent too much money, of course.
Bro, like...
we need to get better.
I actually have that on my New Year's resolution.
Oh, to be better with like money. Yeah. I want to do like maybe not the whole month, but I've seen like no spend.
Speaking of
February,
I brought my money for Puerto Rico.
Well, then we can save it for. Tell them.
Okay, guys, my birthday is in 4 days. I'm going to be 20, and she gave me the decision to open my open my gift open my gift right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or at my family lunch.
Yeah.
And I was like, right now. She's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, let me record it.
Yeah.
I open it up and it's Gain, like the Gain fabric sheets.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. I was happy about it because I use them. So like, I was actually kind of happy.
And I told her, I was like, oh, like pull out the box first. Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, there's something else. And so I go in there, and it's Olivia Dean concert tickets. I'm literally so freaking happy, dude. Like, this just, like...
Yeah.
I'm feeling so many emotions right now. And I'm happy because I'm going to fucking Olivia Dean. She's my favorite singer.
Yeah.
I'm mad because she spent money on this.
Girl, money will always come back. But we still need to get better. But this is an experience.
Yeah, we're canceling this out for Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico is going to be pushed back.
But honestly, now that you say it, us being in Puerto Rico when you're 21, not that we would get crazy, but it'll be fun.
And I feel like it won't be as packed either because I feel like everybody will be going during the summer. But usually in the colder seasons, the beaches are actually a lot more nicer and cleaner.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're actually a lot cleaner. Because,
yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
So we'll be in Puerto Rico in January in 2027.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep. Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
And that gives us plenty of time to save. Mm-hmm. But yeah, because I was like, when I was...
we can get a nice ass Airbnb. We can spend fucking days there too.
Literally.
Since we're saving up for a fucking year.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want her. Not that she would be mad, but I was like, fuck, like, because, we can't afford, going to Denver and Puerto Rico. Yeah. But I was like, no, I have to. Like, she's going on tour. Like,
and I'm
going to get the tickets. Yeah. And then I told her just now, like, we can make a whole like weekend or a long weekend of us in Denver. I was like, we can get a nice hotel up there or even an Airbnb up there and just like, have a nice little trip. Yeah, because this is in July.
July 25th.
July 25th.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday, sister.
Thank you. I love you so much.
You're gonna be 20. That's wild.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Yeah, guys. We did have a little Christmas Eve little get together with
that
my
was
mom.
so nice.
Yeah.
I was really happy.
Your mom,
Yeah.
grandma came over, the dogs came over, I came over.
Yep.
We had enchiladas for dinner.
Fuck, those were so
and rice.
good. And rice.
And
yep.
Forgot what else we had. But it was so good. The dogs opened up their gifts. Ace literally hogs Buttercup's toy. I don't even know where the toy ring's at in the house. They have so many toys, bro. The amount of times mom trips over them. She says,
dude,
fucking fuck.
I cannot. Oh my god. Yeah, he went crazy after he found. We had to put the toy away, but then he knew where Liyah put the toy, and so he was just like over there by the bag, and he was like, and then Mamaw and your mom were just they were just like, shut the fuck up! Like I was like, come on, guys, he's just trying to find his toy. Come on now.
I can't.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was so fun though. Yeah. And then we watched a Bad Moms Christmas. Yeah. And then it was so fucking funny because Liyah felt so bad because I had to work
I was so mad at myself
6 in the morning, and I was tired, but I didn't give a fuck. I literally did not care one bit.
It was not funny. I was so mad.
I know, yeah, she was mad because what time did you guys end up leaving? Like 10:30?
10:30, yeah.
10:30, yeah. But literally I probably wouldn't have gone to sleep until then anyway. Like, because I just can't. Honestly, it was better that I got tired while they were here and went to bed, because if they weren't here, I would have just been up fucking doom scrolling and then probably wouldn't have gone to bed till like midnight anyway. And then had to be up
I think you did, though, because you were looking for Christmas outfits.
Fuck! Oh, fuck! Guys, yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so my boo thing... he didn't want me spending Christmas alone. So he was like, hey, why don't you come spend Christmas with my fam? And I was like, oh God. I was so fucking nervous. So yeah, the whole fucking night, I was just like, we were just going back and forth with outfits. Like, oh my God, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
And then Christmas morning, she was at work, but I brought over my tights for her.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
She wore a cute outfit.
Yeah, it was very cute.
Yeah.
Very, very cute. Yes.
How did those tights fit you?
Good. Yeah. Yeah. No, they fit good. But anyway, yeah, I had a good Christmas too. Work was pretty boring, but you know what? I got time and a half, so who cares?
Yeah,
who cares? Gotta make that money so we can go spend it in Denver. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow night we're gonna go bowling for New Year's Eve. Liyah's gonna meet Z.
Yo.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, we'll keep that. But what did he say about? Did you tell him that I'm meeting him?
Yeah,
we're meeting each other.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He's all fucking down for it. He's excited.
Like, dude, Zach, like, bro.
he has like social anxiety too, though. So I have to be like, I feel
I'm gonna be like,
yeah. Both of you are just. I'm just gonna be like, so.
No, it'll be fun.
No, I know it's gonna be so much fun.
All right. Anyways, guys, let's get this podcast started.
Let's get this party started.
We haven't seen each other for a while, so we're just like chatting with each other.
Yeah. Guys, I was so sad. Like, I literally just slept all weekend because I'm just like, where are you, sister? Why are you so sick?
I was in my deathbed, bro.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, I don't care. But, okay, guys. I wanted to. So, I don't know if it was the other day we were talking about. I feel like we were talking about true crime. And I was telling you about JonBenét, and you were like, I've never heard about her. Right? Yeah. And I was like, oh. I really want to do a podcast about that. Me telling her the story, the theories, and then us talking about it a little bit. Because guys, this is one that like if a genie popped up and they're like what are your 3 wishes? Or maybe that's not the best example. I don't know. If fucking they're like, what do you want to know? I'd be like, who the fuck killed JonBenét Ramsey? I need to know. I need to know. Okay. So, are you ready, sister?
Yep.
You excited?
Yep. Yep.
Squidward. What did he say? I unclogged my toilet with your clarinet. Okay. Okay, sis. So, JonBenét Ramsey was born on August 6th, 1990 to JonBenét Ramsey and Patsy Ramsey. That's why they named her JonBenét, because they put a little accent on there because her dad's name was JonBenét. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, John was previously married and had 3 other children, but with Patsy, he had Burke and JonBenét. So she was a pageant baby. Like, she did a lot of pageants. You've never even seen a picture? Really? Okay, hold on, let me pull one up. So, yeah, she was a little pageant baby. Girl, she was so fucking cute.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But at the same, okay, I wanted to know your thoughts on like kids and pageants.
Well, I used to watch what's that one on TLC where they were
Oh, the one with like JoJo Siwa?
Dance Moms? That's Dance Moms.
Oh.
It was a pageant and they were such brats.
Oh yeah, the JoJo Siwa, she wasn't a pageant baby.
But I know what you're talking about. I personally don't like it.
I just think it's weird. Like, I know, like, JonBenét, like, I don't think that was even her real hair, her real teeth, because, you know, they're just little kids. They have missing teeth. Like, because they're fucking kids.
Yeah, I feel like
that's weird.
And you're literally, if you think about it, they're literally comparing themselves to each other. Like, the parents are literally, like, in competition to see, like, my daughter like this.
Yeah,
like
and then, like, let me look up, like, pageant.
Face is full of makeup. Like, those babies literally don't have the time to be kids.
It's just, yeah, I just, like, I don't know. Like, what? Like, I just think it's, like, weird.
And the spray tans at that age.
Yeah.
Too, like...
And, so a lot of people have said, like, or even JonBenét, I think she had said at some point, like, that she did the pageants for her mom. Like, because I think her friend saw all of her trophies and she was like, oh my gosh, like, that's so cool. And then she was like, well, like, that's mainly, those are like my mom's trophies. Like, because Patsy was like a pageant, whatever, herself. So, you know, I think she was just like doing it for her mom, for Patsy. But anyway, so she was a little pageant baby. But JonBenét was so cute. I've always heard that, like, she was just like, she liked being on stage and stuff, but she was kind of shy, like, when she wasn't on stage. And then I remember hearing that she would give, like, when she would go see Santa, that she would give him gifts to say thank you for giving them gifts. And I'm like, that's so cute. But okay. So on December 25th, in 1996, the year I was born, they were at a Christmas party at the White's house. So the Whites were close family friends. JonBenét fell asleep on the way home in the car, and John carried her to her room. And then on December 26th, Patricia woke up, or I think they call her just Patsy, woke up at around 5 a.m. and found a 2.5-page ransom note. And it was super fucking weird. And she ran upstairs and found that JonBenét wasn't in her bed after reading the note. So let me read the ransom note to you. Mr. Ramsey, Listen carefully. We are a group of individuals that represent a small foreign faction. We respect your business, but not the country that it serves. At this time, we have your daughter in our possession. She is safe and unharmed, and if you want to see her to see 1997, you must follow our instructions to the letter. You will withdraw $118,000, keep that number in mind, from your account. $100,000 will be in $100 bills and the remaining $18,000 in $20 bills. Make sure that you bring an adequate size attaché to the bank. When you get home, you will put the money in a brown paper bag. I will call you between 8 and 10 a.m. tomorrow to instruct you on delivery. The delivery will be exhausting, so I advise you to be rested. If we monitor you getting the money early, we might call you early to arrange an earlier delivery of the money and hence an earlier pickup of your daughter. Any deviation of my instructions will result in the immediate execution of your daughter. You will also be denied her remains for a proper burial. The two gentlemen watching over your daughter do not particularly like you, so I advise you not to provoke them. Speaking to anyone about your situation, such as police, FBI, etc., will result in your daughter being beheaded. If we catch you talking to a stray dog, she dies. If you alert bank authorities, she dies. If the money is in any way marked or tampered with, she dies. You will be scanned for electronic devices, and if any are found, she dies. You can try to deceive us, but be warned, we are familiar with law enforcement countermeasures and tactics. You stand a 99% chance of killing your daughter if you try to outsmart us. Follow our instructions and you stand a 100% chance of getting her back. You and your family are under constant scrutiny, as well as the authorities. Don't try to grow a brain, John. You are not the only fat cat around, so don't think that killing will be difficult. Don't underestimate us, John. Use that good southern common sense of yours. It's up to you now, John. Victory. CBTC. Okay. Shit is weird. Isn't that so fucking weird? That shit is so weird. 2.5 pages long. So, okay. So they so when the police, like, it was later found that, like, there was practice notes. The first one, so it was written on Patsy's notepad and their pen. Yeah, and like the first one was like Mr. and Mrs. And then they put Mr. and Mrs. R and then like started over, like scratched it out and then got another piece of paper and then started again. And like that is just, I'm just like, who would do that? Who? And I think everyone agrees. Like, who, if someone broke into the house and they're like, okay, we're going to go get John's daughter, but I'm going to sit here, because they said that took 21 minutes to write. Yeah. And it was handwritten, obviously. So like they were just like, no, who would do that? They had never seen that before. And so John's bonus was for $118,000 exactly. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, who would have known that? Yeah. But apparently the bank statement was like right next to the counter too. So like I guess someone could have seen that, but still, it just doesn't make any sense. And so I think like the FBI tested, so they tested 74 writing samples, and Patsy's was the only one that set off like alarms, like because they were like, we think this is Patsy's handwriting. It was just very similar to Patsy's writing. So after 74 writing samples, like her writing was the only one that was like ding ding ding, like, you think this is it? Yeah. So And then the Colorado Bureau of Investigation said, quote, there are indications that the author of the ransom note are Patricia Ramsey. So, yeah, fucking weird. But so Patsy always denied writing it. But that was the ransom note. She said she like had gone downstairs and saw it and then ran upstairs to go see if JonBenét was in her room and she wasn't in there. So then Patsy called 911 at 5:52 a.m. after she
why did she call them when they literally said that?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So and then it just gets worse. So Patsy calls 911 at 5:52 a.m. Literally after she calls 911, she hangs up and then immediately calls friends and family. And which I put right here, which the note said not to do.
Yeah.
So Kim Archuleta is the girl who takes the 911 call, the dispatcher. And like I guess Patsy was like inconsolable and isn't answering Kim's questions, and then Patsy hangs up. Or Patsy thinks she hangs up. Now this is so there has been like a lot of investigations because Kim realizes like at the very end, like because Patsy's probably, she's just like kind of like crying and going a little crazy, which as she should. Her daughter has been kidnapped. But she thinks she hangs up the phone, and then she can hear Patsy saying, "Help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus," and then a male voice saying, "We're not speaking to you." And then it sounds like a third person saying, "Well, what did you find?" And it sounds like a kid's voice. And I don't know if I
What?
Yeah, did I tell you that JonBenét has a brother named Burke?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Because John was previously married and has 3 other children, but with Patsy, he had Burke and JonBenét Ramsey. Okay. So, yeah, they think this third voice is like maybe Burke saying, "Well, what did you find?" And a lot of people like have listened to that tape and like they have investigated it and like they can mute like the surrounding sound or whatever, and everybody hears the same thing, and that's what everyone has said that they have heard. So basically Burke is asleep throughout the whole investigation. That's what they're claiming. Because like everyone like but they're like going in and out. There's a whole bunch of noise, like Patsy's like screaming that she can't find JonBenét, and it's like I guess Burke just slept through all of this. I guess. I don't know. And then the weird part is a 911 call came in from the Ramsey's house on the 23rd around 6 p.m. and the operator answered and no one said anything. But police were dispatched, but no report was made. So that was just kind of like a weird, I don't know. And then 2 police officers responded within 3 minutes of the call. When they got to the house, John was wearing a pinstripe button up and khakis, and Patsy had slacks on and had like her makeup done, which is kind of weird because like unless she woke up, did all over her makeup, and then went downstairs and then all of this like unfolded. But I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say like, well, she was like a pageant, whatever. Maybe that's just what she did. She just always looked good before even going downstairs, even if it's 5 a.m. Yeah, kind of weird. Um, so police searched around the home but didn't find anything suspicious, or they didn't see that someone had broken or like forced entry. They searched around the house, but they didn't go behind the door of the wine cellar in the basement. And little did they know JonBenét was behind that door the entire time. Yeah. And they also just blocked off her bedroom because obviously that's where they thought, where they were like, oh, well, she was taken. So it's probably from her bedroom, But that's all they blocked off was they didn't block off anything else in the house. Like, but obviously because they should have blocked off where the ransom note was.
Yeah.
The stairs leading up to her bedroom. Like, they should have blocked that shit. Like, all of it. All of it. But this was the only murder in Boulder in that year. Do you remember driving through Boulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. I want to go drive by the house. Oh, and I heard that the house was also like pretty, like it was really nice because John, they were well off. Like John worked for, I don't remember, like some sort of graphic something company. Like they were, they were pretty wealthy, I think. And I guess the house was like almost like a maze. Like it was very just like weirdly, yeah. But and they also, so that was the only murder in Boulder that year. So they were not like, I don't think they were prepared or they didn't know what to do because they were like, well, shit, we never had to deal with a murder. Like, or at least that year, they're like, what the fuck do we do? But they did come back and say, like, they should have separated John and Patsy and gotten full statements from them both separately because they didn't interview the Ramseys for 5 months.
Are you kidding me?
No, 5 fucking months.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they also said, we should have blocked off more stuff. Yeah. Because there was people literally, how I said Patsy called the friends and family, like the people were coming in and like, yeah, dude. And even, okay, the Whites, whose Christmas party they were at the night before, Priscilla started fucking cleaning the kitchen. Priscilla White. Yeah. Yeah. They're just walking around. Everyone was just walking around. And the weird thing is that when Patsy told everyone, like called and told everyone, like she didn't say, oh, like JonBenét's missing, she's been kidnapped. All she said was, there's a family emergency. Can you come over? Which I think is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the detectives told John and Fleet White, so the husband of Priscilla, to go look around the house to see if they had found anything weird or out of place. And John was the one who found her body in the wine cellar downstairs. And this was about like 6 hours later, like after the whole thing like started. He picked her body up and basically contaminated everything. Like he picked her body up and took her upstairs and where everyone could see. And then so her skull was fractured and a garrote was tied around her neck. The autopsy determined that the cause of death was asphyxia by strangulation associated with craniocerebral trauma. I don't know, so head trauma. And the case was ruled a homicide. Police theorized that the condition of her body was staged by John and Patsy. Yeah. In 2003, trace DNA recovered from JonBenét's clothing was found to belong to an unidentified male, and the Ramseys were excluded as contributors. There was no evidence of conventional rape, although sexual assault could not be ruled out because although no semen was found, there was evidence that there had been a vaginal injury. Evidence also suggested that the paintbrush used in the garrote was also used for sexual assault. At the time of the autopsy, the pathologist recorded that it appeared her vaginal area had been wiped with a cloth, and like I said, her death was ruled a homicide.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. In October 2010, the Boulder police reopened the cold case. New interviews were conducted following a fresh inquiry by a committee that included state and federal investigators. Police were expected to use the latest DNA technology in their investigation. There was no new information gleaned from those interviews. And it was reported in September of 2016 that the investigation into JonBenét's death continues to be an active homicide case, per Boulder Police Chief Greg Testa. And then the autopsy revealed a vegetable or fruit material which may represent pineapple, which JonBenet had eaten a few hours before her death. But photographs of the home taken on the day when JonBenet's body was found did show a bowl of pineapple on the kitchen table with a spoon in it. However, neither John nor Patsy said they remembered putting the bowl on the table or feeding pineapple to JonBenét. But police reported that they found Patsy's fingerprints on the bowl. So now, let's get into theories because
what in the world?
Yeah, there has been, a few theories. So it says here there are two primary theories about JonBenét's death. In the family member theory, JonBenét was killed by one or more family members. In the intruder theory, an intruder committed the crime. So the family member theory, it basically says there is a 12-to-1 probability that it's a family member or a caregiver who was involved in the homicide of a child. The police saw no evidence of a forced entry, but they did see evidence of staging of the scene, such as the ransom note. They did not find the Ramseys cooperative in helping solve the case. The Ramseys had said that their reluctance was due to their fear that there would not be a full investigation for intruders and that they would be hastily selected as the key suspects in the case. Let's see. Okay, so one theory is that Patsy struck JonBenét in a fit of rage after a bedwetting episode and strangled her to cover up what had happened after mistakenly thinking she was already dead. JonBenét's brother Burke Ramsey later said, "We didn't get spanked, nothing of the sort, nothing close, nothing near laying a finger on us, let alone killing your child."
How old was Burke?
9.
9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Burke, who was 9 at the time, was interviewed by investigators at least 3 times. The interviews did not raise any concerns. A review by a child psychologist stated that it appeared that the Ramseys had healthy, caring family relationships.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And then in 1998, Boulder Police Chief Mark Beckner said during an interview with a news reporter that Burke was not involved in the killing of his sister. In May of 1999, the Boulder County District's Attorney's Office reiterated that Burke was not a suspect, and that the investigators had never considered him a suspect. So okay, this one was the one. Okay, because you're gonna have to watch it sometime. The Case of JonBenét Ramsey. I remember watching it. A show broadcast on CBS on September 18th and 19th, 2016, used a group of experts to evaluate the evidence. The group theorized that Burke hit his sister in the head with a heavy object, possibly a flashlight, after she stole a piece of pineapple from his bowl, perhaps not intending to kill her. They suggested that the ransom letter was an attempt to cover up the circumstances of JonBenét's death. On behalf of Burke Ramsey, his counsel filed defamation lawsuits against CBS, the producers of the program, and several of its participants based on many of its claims. But yeah, if you ever watch it, it's just because the whole the phone call of the 911 and Patsy not realizing she didn't hang up, and then hearing Patsy and John, and then what they think is a kid's voice saying well, what did you find, and then the ransom note, and I'm just
yeah, I'm literally gonna watch that.
You girl, it's good.
That's
and then just their intruder theory. Early persons of interest included neighbor Bill McReynolds, Chris Wolf, a local reporter whose then girlfriend reported him as a suspect, family housekeeper Linda Hoffman Pugh, and a man named Michael Helgoth, who died in an apparent suicide shortly after JonBenét's death. But hundreds of DNA tests were performed to find a match to the DNA recovered during her autopsy. And I don't think they were ever able to find anything. On the night JonBenét was killed, there had been 2 windows that were left slightly open to allow for electrical cords for the outside Christmas lights to pass through, a broken basement window, and 1 unlocked door. Smith's theory was that someone entered the Ramsey home through the broken basement window. Critics have questioned this theory because there was an intact cobweb in the basement window. The steel gate that covered the window also had undisturbed cobwebs, and the foliage around the grate had been undisturbed. So Smith believed that the intruders subdued JonBenét using a stun gun and took her down to the basement. JonBenét was killed and the ransom note was left. Smith's theory was supported by former FBI agent John E. Douglas, who had been hired by the Ramsey family, believing that the Ramseys were innocent. And then Smith resigned from the investigation on September 20th of 1998, 5 days after the grand jury was convened against the Ramseys. Yeah, so just a lot of and it's probably important to say it was determined that there had been more than 100 burglaries in the Ramseys neighborhood in the months before JonBenét's murder. There were 38 registered sex offenders living within a 2-mile radius of the Ramseys' home. In 2001, former Boulder County prosecutor Trip DeMuth and Boulder County Sheriff's Detective Steve Ainsworth stated that there should be a more aggressive investigation of their intruder theory. So, yeah. Oh, and so those are the main 2 theories. Either someone broke in, but they never said that this ransom note and was ever real. Like, they were like, that's not a thing. Either someone just came in and killed her, or someone from the family did it. And then just they tried hiding it with this ransom note that was written exactly in Patsy's handwriting. Allegedly.
What the hell?
Yeah. And then the only other thing was there was this guy named John Mark Carr, a 41-year-old school teacher, was arrested in Bangkok, Thailand on August 15, 2006, following a false confession to murdering JonBenét. Carr claimed to have drugged, sexually assaulted, and accidentally killed JonBenét. According to CNN, authorities also said they did not find any evidence linking Carr to the crime scene. And then in the confession, Carr had provided only basic facts that were publicly known and failed to provide any additional convincing details. So, yeah. It kind of, yeah. But those are the main 3 theories. But like I said, that one thing that I watched on CBS. Now, granted, they probably did try to make it seem like they probably were like trying to make it seem like it was Burke. But I was like, I don't know. I'm pretty convinced.
That's insane.
Yeah.
No, they most definitely did it.
Right? Like something.
That's insane. I've always seen that little girl around, but I never knew why she was so popular.
Yeah. I truly think it was an accident, and then they just freaked the fuck out and like didn't know what to do. And then, because there's just too many things. The only weird part is like that unidentified male DNA.
Yeah.
But there was fucking people everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you just never know. Yeah, but dude, Burke is fucking weird. Like, you need to watch like interviews with, like, he interviewed with like Dr. Phil, and like the whole time he was just like sitting there like, yeah.
What?
Yeah, like, he's fucking weird. Which I'm trying to play devil's advocate, but like, I guess if your sister was murdered and the whole entire world knew, and later on you're just still getting calls to interview, like, you probably can't be mentally stable. But bro, you need to watch him on Dr. Phil too, because that's a weird kid.
Oh my gosh. I'm literally gonna I'm gonna go on TikTok and watch.
I know.
Oh my god.
This is, girl, I'm telling you, this is the case that I'm just like, I just want to know what happened and who did it. And like, I guess even now, the dad, because Patsy died of ovarian cancer, I think in 2006. But like, I guess the dad even recently hired like private investigators, and like he was like, let's figure out what happened. But I'm just like, I don't know.
I wonder if like the son did something and the mom only knew,
Right?
but like the dad was asleep.
Yeah, and yeah,
and she never told him the truth.
yeah, I know. Because the way they make it see, that the whole like them eating pineapple and maybe JonBenét like eating some of Burke's pineapple and then him hitting her on accident, and then like, yeah, maybe Patsy knowing, and then like, I don't know. It's just all, yeah, it's just fucking weird.
That's insane.
Yeah, because with the intruder theory, there's literally nothing.
Yeah.
There's no like solid evidence, in my opinion, where it's like, oh yeah, like there's
but they
literally
also
cobwebs.
felt on a lot of things,
dude.
Like why?
No, yeah, they fucked up from the very beginning. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, but just, I don't know, something's weird. Patsy not saying, oh, like, oh, and then also that same dispatcher, so that was her last call of her shift, and then she went home, and then she was like fucking devastated that she found out later that that JonBenét had like was murdered. Because yeah, she was like, when Patsy called, it's like she was like freaking out, but then as soon as she thought she had hung up the phone, it's like she was still like freaking out, but it was almost like they had rehearsed the 911 call, and then that's when she was like, oh Jesus, help. And then like hearing the other voices. Yeah. Kim's like, something ain't right here.
What the heck?
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone does think it was an accident, either by, I don't think they ever thought it was John. I think they thought it was either Patsy or Burke. But I think everyone has always thought, like, it was definitely an accident, but they definitely covered that shit up.
Wow.
Because I read some notes, fucking weird.
That is so
21
weird.
minutes, you have a little rough draft, and then you have the other, and it's just like, oh, they decided to say 118. Dude, and these guys were rich. Who would just ask for 118,000? Like, for a kid, I'd be like, bro, give me $5 million right now. Like, for real. Just weird.
That's so insane, dude.
Yeah.
That poor little girl.
Dude, it's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah. Yeah.
Holy crap.
I know.
Things that happen, bro.
Yep. Yeah. But that would have been, 30 years ago now. Dude, and then people think that JonBenét never died, and it's actually just Katy Perry. I know, I'm just like, what the fuck? I know.
Bro, people take things and run with it. I swear.
For real.
They take things and run with it.
They truly do. Yeah.
Katy Perry.
I know. Like, okay, maybe because they look a little bit alike. Like, a little bit.
That's insane, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So that's JonBenét. Yeah.
That's a good story.
Thank you.
That's sad though.
It's very sad. But I've always been very very intrigued, like, cause fuck, like, she deserves to just, well, actually, you know what, it doesn't matter that any of us know the truth, but I just hope that someone out there does, and that they, they get what's coming to them. But yeah, girl,
they get that karma.
We'll get on TikTok and watch that old Burke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally about to do that after we end this.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And at some point you'll have to watch that CBS thing that I watched, just to,
I'll watch it tomorrow while I'm doing my nails.
Yeah. Just so you can see, like, from there. Yeah. Like I said, I think they're being biased.
Yeah.
And like, which I understand. But fuck, like, I'm just like, well, they fucking got me because yeah, that's that's kind of. But anyway, guys, yeah, I just wanted to do a little true crime episode because Liyah and I love our true crime.
Yeah, I literally love that type of stuff.
Love it. So, yeah. Maybe one of these days you'll be like, "Oh, have you heard of this one?" And I'll be like, "No." And then you can share yours.
Yeah, maybe there is some that you don't know. I just have
Oh,
to...
I'm sure. I bet there is.
Yeah.
I know a lot of like the big cases, but
yeah,
you know, a lot of the smaller ones, like I don't, you know.
Yeah, maybe
I
I'll
might not
watch
know.
one and I won't tell you about it, and then like, have you heard
Literally,
of this one? And
yeah,
then I can
do
tell
it.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So I love that type of stuff.
I know, me too. And unfortunately, guys, that shit just happens all the time.
It does. and
Even now. Like, what the fuck? That's scary. Yeah. You can't trust nobody.
Nope.
Don't trust nobody.
Nope.
Not even your own fucking brother. What? Allegedly. I don't want to be sued.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening.
All right, thank you so much. Sorry if this was a little all over the place, but it was really fun for us.
Yeah,
it was fun for me. At least
I was very intrigued.
Yeah,
I was sitting up and listening.
I know. I was like looking at you, and I'm like, I bet she's picturing it in her head.
No, I literally was. I was like, what is the house?
Yeah, like what the hell? Like, and then yeah.
Yes.
I know, girl. That's how I am.
Yeah, but.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right. We love you. Hopefully, we stay healthy in 2026 and we don't miss another episode.
Nope.
So yeah.
No promises.
No promises.
No promises.
The week of July 25th we might miss because we're gonna be over with Olivia
Dean. Yes, girl.
We'll actually maybe vlog it, guys. We tried vlogging, okay? That shit.
I could vlog the Olivia Dean because everybody's gonna record.
Exactly, yeah. But it was just like we tried, but it was awkward.
It was pretty awkward.
Maybe one of these days, okay?
Maybe one of these days.
One of these days, guys. Yeah. Maybe in 2026 we'll start doing videos with our faces. Who knows?
Maybe so.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who knows?
Who knows?
All right, guys.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Love you. Happy New Year.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you.
Love you. Bye.